Terrible. We've clearly shown that in your two books. And I've got a book coming which also just finishes his career.
So you
the point is, but I acknowledge that he tries. So I went to him to thank him.
Right.
You know, because he actually inspired me to answer his book. Yeah. And then he just lashed out.
So he lashed out when you said to him, "Why do you hate Islam?"
Yeah. When you admit you've never read the Quran.
Never. Okay. Now let's just stick to this point. Any academic worth his salt would at least read the very thing that you're trying to refute. So he's spent
the last... It's not just refuting. This guy's made a career out of basically showing how religion, and Islam specifically, especially in the age of New Atheism, 10, 15 years ago, it was all about how evil Islam was.
Yes. All of their books.
And he said, I don't have to read Mein Kampf to know that Nazism is wrong. Well, if you're an academic and you make a career, you probably should read Mein Kampf.
You have to read Mein Kampf.
You have to. As an academic, you have no credibility at all speaking about anything to do with Nazism if you've not read the fundamental text.
You know what's so funny about that is that...
And that's why he got upset. That's why he got upset.
Great job in the debate today.
Assalamu alaikum.
I do have one question.
We're
live.
We're
having a live discussion.
Yeah. You know, what was I saying? It just, it's not acceptable that people like Dawkins are propped up in academia as some sort of, you know what he does? He thinks he's Darwin. Who do you think you are, Dawkins?
He's got this complex.
You know, he's spoken about having a statue put in Oxford and Cambridge universities to remember him. Who says that about themselves? Yeah. That's for the people to decide. Allah says in the Quran to produce one surah like it, or one ayah. And what does he say? Bring your followers. Why? Because there's a point to be made about humanity agreeing on a point. We as Muslims have 2 billion people agreeing on the Quran, right? It's for the people to decide if you have a legacy. You can't just forge your own legacy.
I like that.
Do you know what I mean?
I like that.
You can't just say, I'm going to have my own statue at Oxford University. Who do you think you are?
Imagine if Nelson Mandela said, listen, I want a dedicated day for me. They're going to be like, well, we'll give it to you if you're worth your salt.
It just undermines everything. So the point we're making, look, he admits that he's never read the Quran, yet he speaks about Muslims. How bad Islam is. In fact, Islam is the solution. That's why I've written a book, The God Solution.
Based on the God delusion.
Based on the God delusion, because we refute the God delusion in the introduction. And then the rest of the book is showing how Islam is the solution to humanity. It has a solution for violence. You can't just put your hands on somebody, David. Who do you think you are? David. Dawkins.
Dave.
No, I'm thinking of David.
Okay.
Richard Dawkins. Who do you think you are, Dawkins? Putting your hands on a child.
The cameraman.
My cameraman. At the time, I think he was 19 years old.
And he stopped filming.
He was terrified. He was shaking on the way home.
He chased you all the way to the car park.
It's not unacceptable.
Did you expect this type of behavior from an academic?
These are the people that talk about free speech, and you can't. What's the problem? We're legally allowed to film.
But you know something that I think about when I look at the footage, because the footage is really shocking. How could someone who is close to 80 years old, an academic who's been in the field for decades, allow a random guy, random weaver, journeyman, trigger him to the point of having a meltdown on camera?
It must be so embarrassing for him amongst his peers, because he really thinks he's somebody. And you got this, I'm just asking a simple question.
He has 2 billion Muslims.
Because he realised what he said. He's acknowledged.
He realised he was stupid.
He's realised how stupid he was, and he's trying to back out.
Yeah.
He realised, is this being filmed? You know, because he knows he has to stop that.
So okay, here's the point.
it-
Here's the point. He said, I don't need to read the Quran to know about Nazism or whatever.
No, he
or
said, I
Mein
don't have
Kampf."
to do Mein Kampf.
Mein Kampf. Okay, so
Basically,
let's go over this. Mein Kampf is Hitler's own understanding in his own words of his journey and what he did. Now, any scholar of World War II, forget Nazism, any scholar of World War II would have to look at Mein Kampf.
Yeah.
What parts of the book are relevant for World War II? There may be parts of the book which are going to give an insight into his evil mind. Now, if Dawkins wants to tackle Islam and he wants to defeat Islam, what kind of a half-hearted attempt is it when you refuse to read their book?
This
you're supposed to be an
is the
academic?
point what I mentioned in the book. Do you remember in the beginning of my book, they basically conflate, because they've disproved Christianity. They think they've disproved all religions. But even if we've proved Christianity to be false, that doesn't mean that there's no God. So, and he's assumed that the Quran is like the Bible. And so he's not even bothered to even look at the Quran.
Even then, he considers the Bible to be better. Even
Well,
though he
he's
hasn't
not-
read the
how
Quran.
can you consider it to be better when you've not even read the Quran? You don't know. How can you compare?
Yeah.
He's not even gone there to quote mine it for some references. What? I hope, but the reaction of the people is really exposed it. If you look in the comments, people from all over the world, Christians, Muslims, even atheists, saying, how can you not even read the Quran? And they realize what he's done.
Yeah.
And they're saying he's a complete charlatan.
Yeah. For anybody who wants to
He's
watch,
exposed him.
you can go to John Fontain's official channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can actually watch the leaked footage. It was just leaked this week, right?
Yeah.
And I think one of the points you pointed out is that he's never read the Quran. Another point is he's comparing Islam to Nazism because New Atheism linked itself to the war on terror. And New Atheism was just as militant against the Islamic world as the American army was. So the fact is, he wants to demonize and dehumanize Muslims, which is why when you said to him, I've written a book against you, he wasn't so angry. But when you made it clear you are a Muslim, that's when he got angry. Yeah,
because it's at the beginning he assumed I was a Christian.
Some ginger Christian.
So he's like, oh, you got no chance. Because obviously Christianity can't really debate atheism because their theology is corrupt. But they know they can't handle with Islam. But I don't know why we were even surprised in his reaction, because it's not the only thing atheism doesn't have an answer for.
The reason why we're surprised is because he didn't realize the camera was off. The camera was on. So that's why his mask fell off.
Yeah.
If he knew it was filming, he'd either ask you to stop or he'd be cordial and be like, I don't have time for you, or something, or evolution. He'd bring in evolution. He didn't think anyone's filming, so he wanted to be himself. But then he realized, oh my God, it's being filmed. Tell me what happened after that point when he tried to grab, because a lot of people don't know what happened.
He jumped round the table, he grabbed the cameraman, he was strangling the cameraman, right? And I'm just trying to grab the camera. It's my camera, it was an expensive camera.
He's a strong old man.
I'm trying, well, that's the point, my friend was saying.
Yeah.
My friend was saying.
Hey man, you good?
My friend was just pointing out how much strength he had. Either he was on testosterone or he had gin or something, right? He probably both. And see, now we understand why he got divorced. Because he recently got divorced. Because this is what happens behind closed doors. When you have such aggression, no wonder she ran away.
You know what? All right. So there's a police investigation.
Yeah. So basically, he grabs the cameraman. He's strangling the cameraman. I got the camera. They chased us out. The reason we're running because I want to save the footage.
Can you move it's a bit loud. But
So-
if you come in, we're having an important discussion. We're going to discuss the Jesus part.
Yeah.
We had a debate. No. There's something else. Come.
So the point I was making, we wasn't running out of fear. We're running because we want to save.
Come here.
We're running.
No, I'm going to bring you in for something.
We're running because we want to save the footage.
Yeah.
We want to save the footage.
Yeah. We're
And
discussing the Dawkins thing first.
Oh, that footage.
We're done.
I've seen that footage. It is like a very small clip. Where's the rest of it?
Yeah, that's the
Well,
point.
it's coming.
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, so
We
this was
can't,
like a
you know,
teaser.
yeah, you know, we got.
okay.
We'll
I'm
save
not-
the rest till.
That's good. Yeah, I saw the way he panicked when he realized he's been filmed. He literally panicked when he saw that. That must be really early days.
You saw the footage. What did you think?
From the small clip.
Come a
it
bit more
was-
closer.
Yeah, because I only saw that like
Come inside,
few
yeah.
seconds or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly he didn't want that.
What
to
do you
be
think
in
of his
public.
response when he
What do
said,
you
"I
think
don't
of-
have
yeah.
to read Mein Kampf to know that Nazism is wrong"?
I don't know where he
Terrible,
got,
right?
It's I don't know what logic he was following by
Yeah.
saying that.
Yeah, I
mean,
mean,
when
if you're
you're-
going to make a career out of refuting
Yeah,
Islam,
exactly,
you
yeah.
should probably read the Quran, right?
Yeah, because if you go around claiming that this is wrong, that is right, whatever it is, like you don't know the topic. If you don't, if it's not your field,
Yeah.
then stay out of it.
You're
Okay?
ignorant.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like if he,
You're just basically a hate preacher. That's what you are.
Yeah,
That's what he is.
yeah.
He's a hate preacher.
well, he's a career Islamophobe,
And
like
now-
many others.
As we've said,
Yeah.
this is what New Atheism was back then. They were pushing the atheism narrative in the West because it suited them, But now, as you said, Christianity is being pushed now, Christian nationalism. So this is why the New Atheists are out now. They're gone.
Even
He got no use for them
himself a
anymore.
Cultural Christian.
Yeah, they've got no use for them anymore.
That's true.
So it's the end of New Atheism.
I mean, the guys, most atheists, it was basically just going after different religions. And now, even Dawkins is like warming up to Christianity. If he had a choice between a Christian and a Muslim, he's more
Do you
definitely
remember
side
Hitchens?
the Christians.
If I start saying I believe in God, don't take my words. Don't agree with me. Do you remember that? When he had cancer, because the fitra was coming out. He had cancer, and what happens when you're in a calamity? Allah says, this is Allah saying that when you're on a sinking ship, what do? You call out to Allah.
Yeah, you remember the Khalid?
When he was going through his sinking ship through cancer, Hitchens said, "If I start to say I believe in God, don't believe me."
Oh.
It's mad.
Subhanallah. You never seen the clip?
No.
I'll show you, bro.
That's mad.
Because the shaitan comes
Yeah.
at the end, isn't it?
And because he
Even though-
knew, maybe my
might have a
whole
weak
legacy is going to go here because he started to think about God. That's Hitchens, bro. And Dawkins probably. You remember he had his stroke a few years ago? In my introduction to the God Solution, I got a beautiful quote of him. He goes on. He quotes Steve Pinker's "How the Mind Works," and Steve Pinker
his hand.
describes the hand, right? Because Dawkins lost the use of his hand for a while because he had a stroke. So he was thinking about, he's talking about how beautiful the hand is, all the different
ropes
ways.
and everything, yeah.
And then he says, I can't imagine the evolution, how did this. SubhanAllah. Allah says, can you not see the signs? For those who reflect, are you dumb?
Surah Al-Fussilat, Allah will show you signs beyond
like
the horizons and within yourself,
yourselves. It's just like anything but God. And this is the thing. They want to hold on to their legacy. That is their legacy. That's all they have. We're just speaking about Dawkins getting measured up for a statue.
He wants a
He
statue
wants his
of-
own statue in Oxford University as a legacy. From his own, he's the one who's asking for it.
Really?
But the point me and him were making was that
This is our
why would
concept
you
of
This is,
God.
this is narcissism.
Well, this is the Islamic
Megalomania.
concept of God is that thing which is worshipped, the illah. La ilaha illallah, right? There's nothing worthy of worship except Allah. We deny all these false gods, and he wants to make a statue out of himself.
Yeah, because you make your desires your God. That is what it is, basically.
It's ridiculous. So
yes.
we have the God Solution coming out, inshallah, in March. Got Jesus and Gio
On his
coming
birthday.
out on his birthday. Yeah, if he
26
makes it
March.
to his birthday. If not, then we'll do it on his death anniversary.
That anniversary.
If he doesn't make it. And we've got Jesus and Gio,
present it
inshallah.
to the statue. What did you say?
Jesus and Gio as well, another thing coming out. Jesus and Gio is also important for atheists because most people are atheists because of the Bible. And we agree with the atheists about the Bible because the Bible is not the Torah and Injil. So all this corruption of modern scholarship about the Bible, we agree. And atheists need to know that. So that's why we have to give the atheist the Islamic understanding of Torah and Injil, showing that we have a final revelation of the Quran. And this was the true narrative of the Torah and Injil. It doesn't exist today. And we agree with you on the Bible.
Yeah, define it based on the Quran and
And
Sunnah
so
rather
this
than
is also an
narrative.
important book for atheists, inshallah.
Was it called Jesus as Injil?
Yeah.
Like, can't you just call it Isa's Injil?
So, subhanAllah.
Yeah.
Come and tell us about your
Alhamdulillah.
recent publications as well.
For the God solution, are we going to go to eat?
Yeah, I'm
we
waiting
ready
for
now?
that.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
When you
Come
guys
on.
finish.
If we're done, let's finish here.
Yeah,
Let's
just
go eat.
wind up quickly.
Okay,
Okay,
By
sure.
your two books.
basically, Dawkins Deselected and The Death of Neo-Darwinism, 2 books out with Sapiens Institute. Those books are going to have some content which is going to be simplified for the God solution, and also with the God solution we're going to add new content.
Yeah.
Plus you have a political, social, cultural, theological angle which is not in the other books.
Yeah.
So altogether the God solution is going to be like the final nail against new atheism. inshallah.
Because we've covered all levels then.
How long have you been writing it?
The God solution has been written for years. We just left
You haven't
it.
published it.
Yeah, I left it because.
So you got new chapters to
no,
add?
because obviously Hamza released his book. Hijab was focusing on it. We can't put everything out at the same
Yeah, of
time.
course.
And what happened is atheism changed.
A lot.
Because
Peterson.
I originally wrote it with a new atheist, but that's gone now. So
Yeah.
we have to change the whole tone of the book.
It's like fashion, isn't it? They come in and out of fashion.
We have to now refute Dawkins, Peterson,
Yeah.
and this other kid from London. What's he called? The one who thinks he's famous, Connor something.
Oh, Alex Connor.
Alex, yeah. They come in with this. They pretend to be spiritual to get the audience of the Christians.
Yeah.
So they realise, that atheism doesn't have spirituality.
I've seen
Sam
a
Harris
few
is the
clips
first.
of Alex. It looks like he's got most of his arguments from Speaker's Corner when he basically critiques Christianity.
Against David Wood.
Well, with any Christian, it makes some really good points.
Well, that's the point. We have to include these new
of course,
spiritual atheists in there as well. So that's been on the back burner. But
Because the New Age atheism, New Age whatever, spirituality, whatever you call it, it's always been in different.
it's just constantly evolving.
Yeah,
pardon the pun.
you can't catch up because by the time you write a book, it's already
Exactly,
changed.
exactly.
It's like evolution of the atheists.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Maybe that's a good title for the next book.
That's
It's like Dawkins' book, the God Delusion. It was refuted straight away, even by atheists.
Alistair McGrath
It's
wrote a
done.
book straight
Done,
away. Yeah. All right, good. So on
What
that note,
was the other one? The atheist said that it makes me embarrassed to be an atheist,
Michael Roos.
Michael Roos.
Yeah, Michael Roos.
and that was his teacher. Right?
No, that's
No,
Dennis,
Dennis
Noble.
Noble,
That's
yeah.
Dennis Noble.
So Jazakallah khair. It's nice to be at the park, seeing our brothers, mashallah. And
Good to see Hamza's double, at least not Hamza.
Well, he's double the size as well.
double the
In
size.
length and
Alhamdulillah.
mashallah. All right, time to eat.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
let's go
Who
get
did we
some
give the
grub.
mics to?
Oh, the brother found his mic that bit as well, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, just hand it to one of the cameramen. Should be fine. They'll distribute it. They don't.
I'll just clip these on.
Yeah, I did. Where's he going? Where are all the cameramen gone? They left? They all abandoned
Yep,
us.
I wanted to know what I said was wrong because I'm afraid because I was speaking with Christians for the first time.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know what I said was kufr. It was the same as kufr.
Just
Sorry.
Sorry, bro. Just 1 minute. Whose are these?
yeah, John, get to them.
Yeah. There's two. I'll put the blue one on here.
That's fine.
Look, the blue one's connected to this.
Okay, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. You start to learn. No problem. Speak.
Yes, guys. What's going on?
Turn. No. Yeah.
Later on, if I start talking.
Where is
So, and then I say that Allah says Adam is walking, right? I said that statement.
There's a lot of big things.
That is false. So I said that. I pretty much say that the authority is uncreated but not I stated that. The Quran itself is uncreated, not
Thank you for the support. Very good. Come on, more. We need more. Now we can do it. Anyone else? Hey, no Muslims in the building?
It may have always been created.
Come on, it may actually gone quiet.
You don't want this conversation, Aki? Right. Yeah, it's just that we were talking and then you suddenly just got distracted.
Say, right, where's the script? Bring the Quran, bring the Hadith. What does it say? I affirm that. I may not even understand how, what.
Embarrassing.
I just say,
It's embarrassing, I don't know why you're here.
you can't go wrong.
Just because Allah spoke to Moses, he gets pushed to not be that
Read the comments now. Yeah, I did. Sufyan, you know? No, start the screen as well. No,